the sun. The big ship, and fittingly, everyone has Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. As Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadows start 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Black 20, Jack 16. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Alert, alert. You bet. Let's go. Let's slack it.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart down. That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. At their own 43-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Kentrell Bryce in on the tackle. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sean Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 8, past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare.
David Johnson on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Show that bench release and go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Partner, I'm sure you've heard the same thing I've heard along the way. At some point, because of his size, Patrick Peterson may have to shift to safety. But it feels to me like that's a long way away, the way he's playing all these routes. How about the way he exploded on that dig route and knocked the ball away?
Now, right now, 6'1", 220. That's looking good about anywhere. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
45 the mic. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all done. You're all done, baby. Get this. You're all done. 45 the mic. 45 the mic.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
1st down, Arizona.
Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
Complete to number 82. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That's track. Kill.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st down, Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Murray. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, Dave?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson on his way to first half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
180.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
That's a gain of 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, Worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
45 is the mark.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bucky Hodges with touchdown number 7 on the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long, it's going to be a long day. 45, Mike, 45. You must be getting tired of seeing it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Someone's
And
always
we're going to get a
going to
timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Bucs 1-yard line.
Set, ready. Henry. Got one.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
7-7.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cardinals.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught out left by Perriman. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Get that quarterback.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
All day, every day. Hey, alert.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Hey, watch this.
First down, Arizona.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Check.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got Fitzgerald. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing now is Murray.
We got that.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Here's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Wow. Tampa Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. Nice. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. On the toss, here's Johnson. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A loss of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 54 yards away.
Missed it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.